Hey guys, I wanted to make a video that could possibly help people in need. This is so weird. This account is really only going to be mostly about fashion and weekly lectures about things that I think need to be stressed and but I wanted to see if talking about my own personal story can bring some hope into someone else's life, because I know what it feels like being in the minority, and it shouldn't be a minority because we're all human. So I really just wanted to start off with talking about my experience going through middle school and high school. I didn't think that I fit in. That wasn't the case at all though. And a lot of people actually would talk to me, but I would sort of back away from it because I didn't want to get hurt or put myself into a friendship where one day they won't accept me for who I really am. And I know that was really silly of me, but that was just my mentality back then. So if you're currently in high school right now or middle school and you don't feel like you should be able to be yourself, stop it. Because one day you're gonna regret it and look back and say, wow, I wasted all that time not being who I really am. From the bottom of my heart, I really hate that I was scared to be myself. Now that I'm where I am today, I'm just so happy with myself. A lot of the time, I found myself getting along with girls more, and I didn't want to have anything to do with guys or anything like that because I felt like they would just be like, oh, well, you're not really a guy and you're gay, blah, blah, blah. But now it's a completely different story. If I see a straight guy that I'm a classmate with or a co-worker with, I'll be like, hey, what's up? And if they don't get along with me, then I'll just let that go and I won't pay any mind to it. Actually very surprised of how well it's been going with my friendship in straight men. For example, all my co-workers, I get along with all of them and they're awesome. It's just like there's no wall in between. But unfortunately, society today, there's a lot of people out there that just don't understand how one man can love another man, one woman can love another woman, or vice versa, whatever it may be. The last thing you want to do is hide your true identity. It can ultimately make you sick or come to a conclusion where suicide's going to be in your thoughts. I know back in the day when I was 15 years old, not to say back in the day because I'm only 20 years old, but when I was 15, there were moments where suicide came up and my friends were really there for me a lot of the time. I wasn't myself, but I'm really lucky that I had good friends to be there for me whenever I was down or felt like it was the end of the world. From personal experience, that should not even the last resort, that shouldn't even be in your thoughts. That should just be completely out of the picture. No one should ever stoop that low. I know it may feel like it's the end of the world or you've hit rock bottom, but one day you're gonna swim your way back to the top. But I do just wanna make it clear that nobody's perfect. I mean, I went through a lot with not only school, but with my family. There was about a 2-year time length of me having a really tough relationship with my parents. And I would sneak around, I would go out late without telling my parents where I was going. I would say I was going to another friend's house just to see my boyfriend. Stop saying Today, everything's perfectly fine. They love him. They really regret for the way they acted, but I tell them all the time, don't, because it shaped who I am today. It made me realize that you can't just have everything you want. And for future references, I can look back and say, wow, my parents really did care for me. Even if you do come out, let's say they don't accept you, then at that point you have to find someone who's accepting of you and just tag along with them for a while and let them talk to you for a little bit. Let time work its way out. Time heals all. There would be moments where I might have been around 13, 14, where I would actually promise myself that I would never come out to my family or my friends. I was afraid of what they were gonna think. I was just gonna be this whole other person to them than I really was behind the walls. So long story short, basically I just wanna say, if you're hiding your identity and you're gay, lesbian, transgendered, whatever it is, stop hiding from the world, because there are so many opportunities out there for you. And I'm telling you, be yourself, and it'll be the best decision you'll ever make, because I wouldn't trade the world for what I have today. I just really wanted to introduce myself and have you guys get to know me for a little bit, and hopefully inspire other people out there who don't think they can be themselves to just say fuck it and do it. You only live once. Even if I've inspired or affected at least one person's life, that just means the world to me. So please make sure to stay in touch, subscribe below, comment any feedback or questions you guys have. I'll be posting a video in about 2 weeks for back to school fashions, so that's good. Hopefully you guys will like that. Yep, I think that's it.